Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the faculty, the administration, and the Board of Trustees, I welcome you to Trine University as we observe the 133rd commencement of this great institution. I'm pleased that you're here to share in this joyous yet solemn occasion as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2018. At this time, I call upon University Chaplain Travis Wilhelm for the invocation to immediately be followed by the singing of the national anthem by Elise Buer, a 2016 Trine University graduate. Today's colors are presented by Trine University's ROTC Color Guard.
Thank you, Dr. Brooks. Will you please join me in this morning's invocation? Everlasting and almighty God, we are excited to gather here today to recognize the great milestone in the lives of each of the members of this graduating class. We are so grateful for them and their accomplishments in which we honor this morning. We thank you for their families and their friends that have given of their time and their support, their encouragement to make today a reality. As creator of all things, we thank you for giving these men and women the abilities, the skills, and the character to complete their degree program. We also thank you for this institution and the many people that make Trine an amazing university. It is with reverence that we invite you into our presence and ask that you would be a part of this morning's ceremony as we honor these graduates. Thank you. I trust that you've heard our prayers as I pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Trine University is fortunate to have an active and dedicated Board of Trustees that leads our efforts. At this time, I ask the members of our Board of Trustees to please stand and be recognized for your service and for your leadership to this institution. Please join me in recognizing these individuals for the important role they play at Trine University. Trine's Board of Trustees. Thank you. This moment would not be possible without the dedication and the commitment of the university's faculty. I ask members of Trine University faculty to rise and be recognized for their contributions to the university and to this class of 2018. Would you please rise? Thank you. As I look around the audience today, I see many other people who have worked hard and sacrificed a great deal so that these young men and women reach this milestone today. I ask that all family members and graduates, would you please stand and be recognized? Family members of our graduates today. These graduates are grateful for your support you've given them over the years, and we appreciate it too, because without your support and encouragement, this milestone would have been difficult to reach. And last but definitely not least, I would like to ask our veterans and those members of armed services who are with us today to please stand and be recognized. We salute and honor your sacrifices and your courage to our country. To the graduating class of 2018, the word commencement means a new beginning. You've achieved a significant new beginning on this day, and that alone is cause for celebration. The new opportunities that will present themselves because of your new beginning are also cause for celebration. But perhaps the greatest celebration is that you've arrived at this moment. For some of you, it's been a bumpy path to travel, but you persevered and now sit at a major new beginning. There's freshness to new beginnings. There's excitement in the air, and I believe it's invigorating. And I hope that you will hold on to the spirit of this day. I hope you'll enjoy your new beginning, and I hope that you'll remember this day and this university as you travel your new path. So welcome to the moment. Welcome to Commencement 2018. It gives me a special honor and privilege this morning at this time to welcome today's commencement speaker, Dr. Benjamin Solomon Carson, Sr., United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Secretary Carson has a long and distinguished career in medicine and public service. His lifetime of hard work and dedication to helping others, his family, and serving his country make him a shining example of Trine University students and those who he serves. Dr. Carson was confirmed by the United States Senate as the nation's 17th Secretary of Housing and Urban Development on March 2nd, 2017. Born in Detroit to a single mother with a third-grade education who worked multiple jobs to support their family, Secretary Carson was raised to love reading and education. He graduated from Yale University and earned his MD from the University of Michigan Medical School. For nearly 30 years, Dr. Carson served as Director of Pediatric Neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins Children's Center, a position he assumed when he was just 33 years old, becoming the youngest major division director in the hospital's history. In 1987, he successfully performed the first separation of craniopacus twins co-joined at the back of the head. He also performed the first successfully operation and separation of type 2 vertical craniopacus twins in 1997 in South Africa. Secretary Carson has received dozens of honors and awards and recognitions and achievements, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. He's also the recipient of the Spingarn Medal, the highest honor bestowed by the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Secretary Carson has authored 9 books, 4 of which he co-wrote with his wife, Candy, who happens to be with us this morning. Ms. Carson, would you please stand so we could recognize you? We thank you so much for being with us this morning as well. Secretary Carson and Mrs. Carson co-founded the Carson Scholar Fund, which recognizes young people of all backgrounds and exceptional academic and humanitarian accomplishments. The fund operates in 50 states and the District of Columbia and recognizes more than 7,300 scholars, awarding more than $7.3 million in scholarships and install more than 150 Ben Carson reading rooms around the country. Secretary and Mrs. Carson are proud parents of 3 sons and 3 grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and my privilege this morning to welcome the United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Dr. Ben Carson, as Trine University's 2018 commencement speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it is a tremendous honor to be here today. President Brooks, distinguished faculty, graduates, trustees, friends, and family, thank you for this invitation. Candy and I are absolutely thrilled to be here and honored to now be part of this university. I heard from Vice President Pence what a great place this was, and now I'm seeing it for myself, and it really is going to be a great honor to forever be linked with you. Graduates, today is without a doubt a singular and consequential moment in your lives, but it's also a bittersweet moment for all of those who've traveled with you from the time of your birth until now as you sprout your wings and begin to fly away. As so many graduates of this university have in the past, you know, I look down the list of accomplishments of Trine University graduates and Tri-State before that, and it really is amazingly impressive. And I did do my homework. The Molitor golf ball, invented by a Trine graduate. It's a real agent of change. And, you know, I've tried to retire several times, but I always fail. And, you know, God always seems to have another thing in mind for me. But if I ever get around to, I have a new appreciation for Trine's contributions to the distance of my drive with top flight balls. But I'm hopeful that a few lessons from my life are the same kind of lessons that you've learned throughout your lives and throughout your time here at the university. Some of life's greatest struggles lie ahead. But what is important is how you prepare mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally for beautiful times and yet some rugged times with rough waters ahead, and how you decide to navigate those rough waters. The only way really to do that is to decide right here and now that you can handle anything that life throws at you, and you will carry with perspective and determination and faith what is needed to achieve full freedom and lasting success. It won't be without bumps in the road. There will be problems. You know, through my long career as a pediatric neurosurgeon, it wasn't all just joy. I remember in the 80s going to the first international conference on human achondroplasia. Achondroplasia is the most common form of dwarfism. And there was a time, at that time, 7% of achondroplastic babies died in infancy. And all the world experts were opining on the treatment of achondroplasia, and then it came my time to speak. Well, the reason that the babies died early on is because of abnormal bony formations at the base of the skull that compressed the brainstem and the respiratory centers. And when people would go in and try to fix it, it was already so tight that they frequently either killed the patient or made them worse. So when it came my time to speak and I talked about a new procedure, surgical procedure we had developed, they were just angry at me. They said, "It's you surgeons who kill these patients. If you just leave them alone, only 7% of them will die." And they were just not pleased with me at all. But I came back to Baltimore and continued the operation. And then people were complaining to the departmental chairman and to the dean and to the president of the hospital and to the Maryland Medical Society and eventually even to the AMA. "Carson's a wild man. You got to stop him. You know, he's killing people." But by that time, I had done enough of these operations that I was able to reveal the data. That's a very important word, data, evidence. And not a single one of them had died. They were all doing well. And in medicine, unlike in politics, evidence actually matters. And, now that operation is accepted around the world, and achondroplastic babies don't die at a higher rate than anyone else. But, it's so important to learn from the things that happen, because those are the things that really will determine who you are and what you accomplish. And there have been many, and there will be in your lives, many flexion points. And it will determine the trajectory of your life, how you react to that. I remember as a youngster how I reacted to ridicule. I was ridiculed a lot because I was a terrible student. I was what's called a safety net. Nobody had to worry about getting the lowest mark as long as I was there. And I remember once we were having an argument about who was the dumbest kid in the class. And it wasn't a big argument. They all agreed it was me. But then the argument extended to who was the dumbest person in the school, and then to the dumbest person in the world. And I said, wait a minute, there are billions of people in the world. And they said, you're the dumbest one. But, I did have a way of getting back at my classmates, because I was good at one thing in particular, and that was getting other people kicked out of class. I was an expert at, because I would study my classmates and figure out what made them really, really angry. And then I would just irritate them until they were about to explode. Never push the last button to make them explode until they were in class and the teacher was nearby. And then I'd do it, they would explode, the teacher would kick them out, and I'd say, yeah, this is great, because I wouldn't be the only one who didn't learn anything that day. But there was this one girl. Now, you all know this girl. Some of you were this girl. Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Everything perfect, pristine, on time, and everybody else looked like a total jerk. I said, wouldn't it be great to get her kicked out of class? But the problem was she was so cool, calm, and collected, you couldn't get under her skin. But I was persistent, and I finally figured out what irritated her, and I tell you, she was steaming. I mean, the ears were coming out. She was about to explode, but I didn't push the last button. I waited till we were in class. Lo and behold, she sat right down in the desk in front of me. I said, the Lord is good. And as the teacher approached, I started irritating her. I pushed the last button, but she didn't explode. She just quietly, calmly turned around and said, you and me on the playground at recess. So that didn't work out. But I learned from that, too. I learned stop irritating people. It was a good thing. But, we all face unfairness sometimes. And how do we react to the unfairness? You will experience unfairness in your life. When I was in the 8th grade at Wilson Junior High School, I was the only black student in 8th grade class. And I had turned things around very significantly academically by that time. My mother, who only had a 3rd grade education, came from a huge rural family, got married at age 13, then years later discovered her husband was a bigamist. But, she was a determined person, and she was determined that I was not going to be a failure, or my brother. And she prayed to God for wisdom, too. And she got it. And it was to make us turn off the TV and read books, 2 books apiece from the Detroit Public Libraries every week, and submit to her written book reports, which she couldn't read, but we didn't know that. And she would put little check marks and underlines and highlights and stuff, But, that's what really turned me around academically. So by the 8th grade, I was doing really well. And there was a special award for the highest academic achievement. And I thought I was in the running for that. And you take your report card around. All the teachers would mark your report card. And I had all A's. And I got to the very last class, which was band. And I figured I was a cinch to get an A in band. because I was very good, if I do say so myself. And in fact, I subsequently won a scholarship to Interlock, and those of you in music know what that means. But he gave me a C because he wanted to ruin my report card because I was the only black student. But to his chagrin, it turns out band didn't count, so I won the award anyway. And, that taught me, don't get bitter. Just do what's right and continue forward. God will take care of the situation, and he did. And then, what about the pressure to give up? What about all the people you will run into who say, you can't do that? No one's done that. You should give up. Well, as a first-year medical student at the University of Michigan, I did horribly on the first set of comprehensive exams. So badly that my advisor advised me to drop out of medical school. He said, you're not cut out for medicine. You're going to torture yourself and everybody else. Why don't you just quit? I was devastated. It was the only thing I ever wanted to do since I was 8 years old. And now the person who's supposed to help me get through says, drop out. And I went back to my apartment and just said, Lord, you got to help me. I was thinking about how embarrassing it was, how disappointed my mother and everybody else would be. And then it occurred to me to analyze your academic performance. And I said, what kind of courses have I always struggled with, and what kind of courses have I always done very well in? And I realized that I did well in classes where I did a lot of reading, and I struggled when I had to listen to a lot of boring lectures. And there I was listening to 6 to 8 hours worth of boring lectures every day. So I made the executive decision to skip the boring lectures and to spend that time reading. And the rest of medical school was a snap after that. And years later, when I came back to my medical school as the commencement speaker, I was looking for that advisor because I was going to tell him he wasn't cut out to be an advisor. Because, there are so many people, they're just negative. They can always tell you why something can't work, but they never seem to be able to tell you why things can work. Please don't be one of those people. You all are going to have significant spheres of influence, and using those in a positive way will make a tremendous difference for our nation. Well, I find that sometimes in your life, you're asking yourself, why is this happening? Or why is that happening? And I remember some years ago being a very successful surgeon, but I was sitting on the board of directors of the Kellogg Company, Costco Wholesale Company, some others as well. And I was saying, Lord, this is not something that surgeons ever do. There are no surgeons on these boards. Why am I here? I mean, it was nice. It was fun. You made a lot of money. It was great. But I couldn't figure out why that was happening in my life. That is, until I was nominated to be the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, a huge place with a multitude of people and complex budgets, all of which I had learned about on the boards of Kellogg and Costco. The point being, sometimes you may find yourself in different situations you don't understand exactly why, but maybe you're being prepared for something else. You never know what it is that you're being prepared for. And in my role as Secretary of HUD, there are ample opportunities to apply these lessons. Some people have said, why, after a successful medical career, would you go into government? And sometimes I ask myself that too. But as a pediatric neurosurgeon, I spent so much time, sometimes operating all night long, to try to give a small kid a second chance at life. And most of the time, we were successful, only to find myself, in many cases, sending them back into a horrible environment. Rats, roaches, lead, mold, bed bugs. And it was awful, and I didn't want to send them back. And sometimes I would actually order extra tests so they could stay in the hospital an extra day. Don't tell anybody. But now, as Secretary of HUD, there's an opportunity to actually do something about it and complete that circle. And there's an opportunity to actually change things, to change that bureaucracy to something that works effectively, so that instead of just focusing on putting people into programs and how many people we can get in a program and how much money we can spend on it, we can actually spend time figuring out how to get people out of poverty. Because it's the development of our people that's our most precious resource. We only have 330 million people in this country. Compare that to China and India, they have 4 times that many people. And we need to develop all of our people if we're going to be able to compete successfully. That's going to be the key to success for us, as is my final word to you, my philosophy for success in life, which is to think big. Each one of those letters means something special. The T for talent, which God gave to every single person, not just the ability to sing and dance, but intellectual talent, which will be the key to our success as a nation. The H is for honesty. Lead a clean and honest life, because if you don't put skeletons in the closet, they can't come back out to haunt you later. People may accuse you of all kinds of skeletons, but you don't have to worry because you know there's no skeletons there. The N is for nice. Be nice to people, because once they get over their suspicion of why you're being nice, they'll be nice to you. And you can get so much more done when you're being nice and they're being nice. And it is really essential that your generation understand this. You know, my generation has failed. And we have got to change course. You know, we have a situation in this country now where we have mean, hateful people trying to drive wedges into every demographic, race, income, age, religion, gender, you name it, driving a wedge, getting people to get into their respective corners and to hate each other rather than using our collective knowledge and skills for the betterment of our country. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Jesus said it, and it was re-echoed by Abraham Lincoln, and it is absolutely true. No nation that divides itself has ever been successful, never will be successful, and it will be you and your generation that will determine the fate of our nation. The K is for knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more valuable you become. Many have said that for your generation, you graduates, most of you will have somewhere between 3 and 5 careers. That transition will be a lot easier if you're already very knowledgeable. The B is for books, which is the mechanism for obtaining that knowledge. And you know, it's never too late. My mother did eventually teach herself to read, got her GED, went on to college. In 1994, got an honorary doctorate degree, so she ended up being Dr. Carson too. So, you know, it's never too late. And the second I is for in-depth learning. You know, having that knowledge that is deep really gives you a lot of freedom, as opposed to the superficial learners. Those are people who cram before a test, sometimes do okay, and 3 weeks later know nothing. I'm sure none of you know anyone like that. But, you know, we can't really afford that as we go forward into this age of information and technology. And finally, the last letter, G, is for God. A lot of people trying to kick God out of our society. You know, when I became the secretary, I was told by a high-level person that you're the head of a government agency now. You have to stop all this talk about God. And I said, that's not going to happen. And you know, people who say things like that, what do they know about this nation and its beginnings? Do they realize that our founding document, the Declaration of Independence, talks about certain unalienable rights given to us by our Creator, a.k.a. God? Do they realize that the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag says we are one nation under God? Do they realize that many courtrooms on the wall it says, "In God we trust"? Every coin in your pocket, every bill in your wallet says, "In God we trust." So if it's in our founding document, it's in our pledge, it's in our courts, it's on our money, but we're not supposed to talk about it, what in the world is that? In medicine, it's called schizophrenia. And doesn't that doesn't that explain a lot of what's going on in our nation today? And we need to make it perfectly clear that it's okay to live by godly principles of loving your fellow man, caring about your neighbor, developing your God-given talents to the utmost so that you become valuable to the people around you, having values and principles that govern your life. If you do that, not only will we remain a great nation, but we will truly have one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Congratulations. Go out and conquer the world. God bless.
Thank you so much, Secretary Carson. Trine University follows a long-established academic practice of recognizing, through the granting of honorary degrees, those distinguished individuals who have made substantial contribution to their fields of work. We have the privilege today of recognizing one such outstanding individual, Dr. Benjamin Solomon Carson, Sr. I ask Dr. Alan Herschel, our Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Secretary Carson to come forward and join me at the podium as we award the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. By virtue of the laws of the state of Indiana and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Trine University, by direction of trustees and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and in testimony whereof we invest you with this hood, and I present you with this diploma. Congratulations, Dr. Carson. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please recognize Secretary and Mrs. Carson. Thank you so much for being with us. We now proceed to the main order of business of this commencement, the awarding of degrees. Students who have completed their degree requirements, along with those who are expected to complete the requirements by the end of the fall semester, will be recognized. Dr. Herschel will present the candidates from each of the schools of Trine University.
Thank you, Dr. Brooks. Will all the faculty of Trine University please rise and remain standing for the presentation of the candidates? Will the candidates who have completed the requirements to receive degrees from the following schools or programs please rise and remain standing? Doctor of Physical Therapy, Graduate Studies, Allen School of Engineering and Technology, Kettner School of Business, Franks School of Education, Jannon School of Arts and Sciences, Rinka Ross School of Health Sciences, and finally, the School of Professional Studies. Faculty, you may be seated. Students, please remain standing. President Brooks, these candidates are qualified or are expected to qualify by the end of the fall semester to receive the degrees indicated in the commencement program. On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present them to you.
Thank you, Dr. Herschel. Will the candidates please remain standing? By virtue of the laws of the state of Indiana and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Trine University, and by the direction of the Board of Trustees upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to confer upon those who have completed their degree requirements the appropriate associate, bachelor's, master's, and doctorates as listed in the commencement program with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereof. You will receive the diploma of Trine University. For those who have yet to complete their programs of study, I shall confer upon you the degree of the appropriate degree at Trine University once all the requirements are satisfied. You may be seated. Assistant Vice President for Student Success and Engagement, Dr. John Milliken will read the names of the graduates from each of the 6 schools. Please welcome Dr. Milliken this morning.
Will the graduates and the candidates from the Doctor of Physical Therapy program please come forward for the presentation of their diplomas. Dr. Brooks, Dr. Herschel, and Dr. Shaw will greet the members of the class of 2017-2018. Banner carrier for doctoral programs is faculty delegate Dr. Jenna N. Cheff. Graduate Dean of the Rinka Ross School of Health Sciences is Dr. Max Baumgartner. Director of the Physical Therapy Program, Dr. Tom Riediger. Caitlin Nicole Ayler. Edward D. Ball. Jenna Nicole Buntrager. Jared Thomas Burns. Kaylee O'Connor Colvin. Sorsha Elizabeth Cox. Alexandra Renee DeBoer. Brian David Dahl. Brianna Marie Dussault. Mitchell Maurice Hall. Robert Harritz. Craig Philip Hessing. Angela Rose Kessler. Neha Kutari. Jennifer Cruitt. Kyle Lehrman. Lauren Brianne Morton. Stephanie Peebles. Bradley Penning. Riley Joe Fletter. Kelsey Pixley. Scott Ruse. Mark Sexton. Chelsea Sims. Jonathan Stellick. Logan Thomas. Andrew Turney. John Wallace. Jennifer Marie Williams. Banner carrier for graduate programs is faculty delegate Professor Ling Xiao Zhang. Dean of the College of Graduate and Professional Studies is Dr. Ryan Domkowski. Leading the graduates to receive their Master of Science degrees is Dr. Jackie Delagrange. Vincent Brown, Taylor Marie Miller, Darius Eugene Powell, Amanda Raper, Brianna Renee Washington. Leading the graduates to receive their Master of Science in Leadership degrees is Professor Nancy Stegmeyer. Jamie Lynn Bennett, Chanel B. Heath, Suvarchala Kopasetti, Linda Murphy, Lindsay D. Presley, Chris Seilhammer, Matthew Smith, Priyanka Yarlagada. Leading the graduates to receive their Master of Business Administration degrees is Professor Hillary Corwin. Brittany Victoria Bowman, David Edwin Burgess, Lulu Chen, Colin Archer Galloway, Gao Fan, Tian Gao, Thomas Henry Grizzle, Serena Rose Herrick, Ethan Kirkman, Ashley Nicole Kretler, Mir Mohammed bin Abid Ali, Amanda Wynn, Carly Osinski, Reagan Smith, Sarah Southworth Dowse, Salman Habib, Pravandan Tasendram, Nicholas Thomas, Alec Trine. Stay here for a minute, stay here. Tharun Kumar Vatan, Vodke Ward, Min Shu. Leading the graduates to receive their Master of Science in Information Studies degrees is Professor Thomas Sneed. Mohan Rao, Anil Reddy Bamidi, Chandru Shapala Gopal, Lakshmi Priyanka Shagandi, Venkat Ramana Dudala, Srividya Duvantula, excuse me. Trilak Alasagaram, Mohideen Aliyar, Divya Gandharva, Gopakrishna Guram, Subrapath Reddy Jambula, Sri Fanadrami Sanaid Shodari Kamineni, Fani Teja Kapaganthu, Fani Kumar Kari, Munika Kisara, Kayam Fahad, Hari Sharan Varma Koku, Niharika Kola, Sairam Kompali, Karthik Reddy Madam, Rashika Madapati, Shirisha Malogi, Suleiman Mohammed, Alim Mohammed, Baliguddin Mohammed, Mohammed Danish Salim, Mohammed Isar Khan, Mohammed Shafi, Anurag Madhav, Manoj Kumar Nama, Aditya Good Pachimatla, Krishna Pandraju. Shripal Reddy. Venkata Sudeep Putta. Naveen Kumar Sugumaran. Veera Varun Siravarapu. Syed Gayas Uddin. Abdul Rahman. Vinod Reddy Mote. Seshendra Thota. Anvita Velaguri. Nitish Reddy. Leading the graduates to receive their Master of Science in Engineering Management degrees is Professor Greg Brooks. Shahrukh Ali Khan. Hamid Ansari. Asad Ullah Khan. Pavan Kumar Bandaru. Munika Bandala. Raju Bokala. Daniel Borgerding. Yaswant Laksham Kumar Boyapati. Vishna Busi Reddy. Krishna Dalmia. Aaron Kumar. Farha Wajahath. Kayla Patricia Gibbons. Ravi Teja Gola Dodala. Afzal Hussein Ahmed. Imtiaz Pasha. Saif Ali Khan. Sivoni Kondrika. Venkata Muni Kunchala. Madani Anis. Shivanan Satish Mankar. Luciana Matar. Nadim Mohammed. Abdul Muzakir Basha Mohammed. Abdul Rehan Mohammed. Ashfaq Nawaz Mohammed. Awais Qureshi Mohammed. Ayaz Ahmed Mohammed. Azhar Mohammed. Himiath Khan Mohammed. Mohammed Keja Jamiluddin. Ziyaduddin Mohammed. Mohammed Abdul Kudis. Mohammed Abdul Suleiman. Mohammed Azim. Idris Mohammed. Mohammed Naweed Ali. Akil Mormuzu. Mustafa Saeed. Srinivas Mutiala. Vikas Nalapu. Ankit Mahendrabai Patel. Moiz Khan. Venkata Sai Siddhartha Peluri. Sumanth Punukolu. Yunus Qureshi. Mani Kiran Ramaneni. Sakya Divaradlayu. Manadeep Ramala. Sahrish Mariam. Go ahead. Ghazi Ali Haider. Mudassir Ahmed Sayed. Zishan Junaid Syed. Syed Mehtab. Sarath Bhavani Tanaru. Rahel Tundal. Srikanth Reddy Venkanagari. Bhargav Yedupati. Syed Saifiuddin Hussain. Banner carrier for undergraduate programs is faculty delegate Professor Ann Benson. Associate Dean of the College of Engineering and Business is Dr. Sean Carroll. Banner carrier for the Allen School of Engineering and Technology is faculty delegate Dr. Majid Salim. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science in Design Engineering Technology degrees is Professor Tom Trusty. Kayvon Barissi. Bryce Bauer. Brody Douglas Bender. Zane Joseph Bierman. Kyler Bolin. Spencer Charles Brown, cum laude. Joshua Calhoun. Wait just a minute. Edward M. Childers, go ahead. Gabriel Matthew Clarkson. Lazarus D. Conley. Colton Todd Kahn. David Crowder. Joseph Domagalik II. Jesse Michael Dowell, cum laude. Lucas Charles Drerrett. Nicholas Elston. Kevin Fitzsimmons. Noah E. Gray. Jalen Michael Greer, cum laude. Christopher Habegger. Keita Henke. Grant L. Hensley. Daniel Hogenkamp. Kyle Holston. Sydney Alexis Huey. Dylan Hutchison, cum laude. Christopher Douglas Kramer. Richard Kranz. Kashmir Bruno Kromkowski, cum laude. Wait a minute. Thomas Anthony Dale Lapham. Hurry. Mitchell Leahy. Boyang Lee. Samuel Kevin Loga, magna cum laude. Matthew Magliola, cum laude. Brian McKinsey. Kendall Miller. Kevin Daniel Moden, cum laude. Dominic Peloso. Nathan Ray. Victor James Reedman. Jordan Nicole Stevens. Justin Stout. Zachary Teal, cum laude. Jonathan Tolles. Ryan Dwayne Vorel. Andrew Walters. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering degrees is Dr. Maria Gerschutz. Ryan Thomas Bossi. Austin M. Kraus. Joshua Charles Donahue. Robin Furnish. Madison K. Hatkovich. Bryce Warren Heine, cum laude. Anna Louise Kersey, summa cum laude, honors program. Mahmoud Khalil, cum laude. Elizabeth Brianne Probst. Cody Benjamin Rear. Haley Kirsten Smith. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering degrees is Dr. Amanda Malafite. Brett John Balka. Daniel Barzicki, cum laude. Jedediah Bowen. Riley David Johns. Megan Manus. Anas Abdulhafiz Kari. Nicholas Shane. Zach Skorkup. Raleigh Edwin Whittam, magna cum laude. Andy Jaylene Wood, cum laude. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering degrees is Dr. Ryan Overton. Khalaf Al-Dasari. Saif Al-Mutairi. Alexander Vincent Burke. Adam Suzuki, cum laude. Trevor Michael Krieger. Christian A. de la Paz Olia. Mariah Fenimore. Austin Gurley. Andrew Paul Hauersperger. Nicholas Hayes. Chad Holdwick. John Jacob LaBounty, magna cum laude. Joseph Allen Lancaster. Charles Maddox. Chelsea Oakley. Francisco Joseph Perez Jr. Richard Allen Perry. Rebecca Plants, cum laude. Braden Polson. Ethan David Price, cum laude. Lucas Michael Richardson, magna cum laude. Jacob Shelley. Robert Dayton Sweet. Michael Edward Trader. Bradley Allen Whitehead, magna cum laude. Chandler Wise. Leading the graduates from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering is Dr. Stephen Carr. For the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Ashton Castater. Aaron Michael D. Paul Jackemeyer, summa cum laude. Alicia C. Johnson. Miguel Martinez. Hank McKnight. Alex Portaliz, cum laude. For the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Naif Hamad Al-Shahrani. Ethan Kavanaugh. Kelsey Elizabeth Cumberworth. Ryan Griswold. Bryce Hernley. Bryce Warren Heine, cum laude. Frank Edward Hittle. John Patrick Milostan. Tanner Neely. Schuyler Parish Cooperative Education Program. Gage Tester. Josiah Ward. Sarah Elizabeth Westman. For the Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, Zachary Phillips. Samuel Stein. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering degrees is Dr. Darrell Weber. Devin Marcus Anderson. Adria Elise Ayers. Benjamin Blankenberger. Joshua Breach. Sean Rourke Carroll, Cooperative Education Program. Keegan Marcus Downey, summa cum laude. Clayton Duvall. Spencer Fall, magna cum laude. Chris Ferguson. Jacob Forsyth. Austin David Glynn. Stephen Graham, cum laude. Andrew Lowell Hagar. Travis Lee Haynes, summa cum laude. Russell Allen Hazlett, Cooperative Education Program. Taylor Howard. Kyle Alexander Hoyt, cum laude. Joshua Jackson. Anthony King. Doyle King, cum laude. Christopher Leary, cum laude. Jordan James Lalito. Nicholas Hall Maher, magna cum laude. Amanda Mast. Scott McClellan, magna cum laude. Benjamin Wayne Miller, summa cum laude. Landon James Pearson. Mason Pelfrey. Zach Rowland, magna cum laude. David Schaff. Zachary Charles Shepard, summa cum laude. Caleb Stoffel, cum laude. Rebecca Christine Thornson, Cooperative Education Program. Cody Verhey, cum laude. Austin Wendell, magna cum laude. Evan Wise, cum laude. Dean of the Kettner School of Business is Professor Toby Swick. Banner carrier for the Kettner School of Business is Faculty Delegate Professor Jeffrey McGowan. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degrees is Professor Linda Conley. Jadalyn Abenth, cum laude. Ibrahim Al-Humaid. Ali Al-Muhanna. Abdullah Al-Osaimi. Lama Al-Suhaibani, magna cum laude. Catherine Binkley, summa cum laude. Megan Janelle Boston, cum laude. Donald Paul Bowen, Jr. Jeffrey Lewis Bowman. Allison Brimmer. Christina Brinkman. James Allen Boudreau, summa cum laude. Stephen Coyle. Hey, Justin. Justin P. Dyer. Colin Ellick, cum laude. Cole Engel. Victor James Flynn, magna cum laude. Kaylee Crystal Fox. Colin Archer Galloway, magna cum laude. Christian Schuyler Logan Gaston. Calvin D. George. Carrie Guthrie. Serena Rose Herrig, cum laude. Jackson Dean Harker. John Elliott Harris Scott IV. Corbin Havener, cum laude. Kimberly Hobbs. Lucas Eli Hochstetler. Zach Howe. Enping Huo. Christian Jones. Ethan Kirkman, cum laude. Caitlin Kistel. Brianna Klein, academic honors. Ashley Nicole Kretler. Dylan Kreutzer. Brian Douglas Legale, magna cum laude. Jolie. Taylor Brienne Lugring. William Chase Mahoy. Maxwell Meehan. Anthony Roscoe Miller. Ryan Murray, academic honors. Connor Myers. Brett Michael Neveraski. Tyler Niehoff. Carly Osinski, magna cum laude. Jeff Pasquinelli. Kelsey Nicole Pence. Tyler Quillen. Lucas Radice. Robert Riley. Jacob Rupright. Andrew Schroeder, cum laude. Aaron Michelle Schaefer, cum laude. Kayla Sherlock. Kayla Lynn Spandy, magna cum laude, earning 2 degrees. Matthew Stazowski, magna cum laude. Andrew B. Strock. Marissa Thatcher. Jacob Toma. Nicholas Thomas, magna cum laude. Leah Tonis. Roxanne Turney. Mitchell Watts. Benjamin J. Wheaton. Adam Wayne Wigboldy. Dean of the Frank School of Education is Dr. Tony Klein. Banner carrier for the Frank School of Education is faculty delegate Professor Allison Todd. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science degrees is Professor Justin Bach. Jimmy Bailey, cum laude. Matthew Thomas Beard. Jordan Blank, cum laude. Tara Marie Brennan. Kara Eck, cum laude. Renee Elizabeth Finn, cum laude. Samantha Madison Erie, cum laude. Gigi Jarrett, magna cum laude. Jalen Kroll, cum laude. Alexandra Page Lyon, summa cum laude. Kyle McGrew. Adam Nicholas Miller, magna cum laude. Annie Phillips, magna cum laude. Judson Alexander Quinn, cum laude. Stevie Rosales. Stephanie Nicole Rothbauer, cum laude. Lindy Schaefer. Haley Nicole Snyder, cum laude. Jake Stevens. Thomas Heath White. Dean of the Janet School of Arts and Sciences is Professor Amy Nichols. Banner carrier for the Janet School of Arts and Sciences is faculty delegate Dr. Allison Whitty. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Arts degrees is Professor Francisco Ortiz. William Dwayne Osterman. Fernando Bauza. Nicholas DeCantis. Margaret Marie Delmont. Megan Miller. Michelle Thrasher. Benjamin Villarolo, summa cum laude. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science and Associate's degrees is Dr. Deborah Van Ree. Abdulrahman Yahya Al-Naimi. Rakan Aldawan. Abdullah Awad Al-Harbi. Mujtaba Al-Mohana. Malak Kutaim Al-Otaibi. Omar Al-Otaibi. Aid Al-Katani. Abdullah Bakr Al-Saif. Saad Al-Saif. Yahya Abdullah Asiri. Austin J. Baker. Mansour Abdulaziz bin Sinon. Jessica Nicole Brower, magna cum laude. Rebecca Carmona, cum laude. Nikolai H. Christensen, cum laude. Travis Lee Cleveland. Jalen D. Clinton. Brianna Rose Conroy, summa cum laude. Haley J. Detman, cum laude. Rochelle Tanai Dial. Pierce Frick. Alma Garcia. Nathaniel Gill. Brian Geffrich, cum laude. Brandon Geffrich, cum laude. Abigail Marie Helwig, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Helm. Hannah Joe Hilgedeek, magna cum laude. Taylor Jean Irwin. Louis Mark Janiga. J.C. Jensen. Joshua Jensen. Amber Kasmer, cum laude. Marissa Danielle Coons. Joseph Henry Manganiello. Close. Haley Nicole Martin, magna cum laude. Malik Miles. Zachary Morgan. Keisha Page Ransbottom. Emily Renee Rock. Can I say Jared? Joseph Rockwood, cum laude. Miranda S. Scranton. Kayla Tracy, cum laude. Ashley Weber. Mark Lamont Wilson. Natalie Nicole Woodley. Nicholas Wybo. Wait. For the Associate in Science, Majed Aldawish. Abdul Rahman Al-Mulhem. For the Associate in Criminal Justice, Daniel Thay. Banner carrier for the Rinker Ross School of Health Sciences is faculty delegate Dr. Shane Steele. Undergraduate Dean of the School of the Rinker Ross School of Health Sciences is Dr. Kathy Swick. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Science degrees is Dr. Sam Drerup. Amanda Abney. Kyla Binfet, summa cum laude. Emma Bowman. Cameron Buzzard, magna cum laude. Shauna Carbone, summa cum laude. Cassidy Caraway, cum laude. Cody Colby, cum laude. Cyrus Collier Mohammadi, magna cum laude. Soraya Collier Mohammadi. Calvin Conant. Madison Cook, summa cum laude. Ben Curry. Bryce R. Davis. Haley J. Davis, cum laude. Zach Demeester, summa cum laude. Harrison Norman Grant Dieters. Alicia Dolan, cum laude. Robert Lewis Duke II. Ashley Renee Elliott, cum laude. Kayla Nicole Freeman. Deja Gant. Claire Gardner. Ukeya Gazla, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Guillot. Erica Renee Hoot, magna cum laude. Amber Rain Hooven, magna cum laude. Brandon Horner. Melissa Jaramillo Oliveros, cum laude. Alexis Johnson, magna cum laude. Joshua Kardatsky. Danielle Marie Kirchner, summa cum laude. Dean Clan. Nicholas Clem. Kristen Nicole Kovacic. Garrett Kuntz, cum laude. Emily Ladd, magna cum laude. Colin Lilito, cum laude. Matthew Lichty. Molly Marie Levasco, cum laude. William Macedo. Brittany Mendez. Alec Trenton Munger. Breck Musselman. Rachel Ann Noble, magna cum laude. Tori Novak. Kinsey Lynn Audrey Pass, magna cum laude. Crystal Patterson. Becca Patton. Carly Richardson, magna cum laude. Erica Robles. Monica Ross. Ashley Nicole Rout, summa cum laude. Lucy Sayer, summa cum laude. Colin William Saxman, cum laude. Zachary Schmucker, magna cum laude. Christian David Schaefer. Jason Small, magna cum laude honors program, earning 2 degrees. Tori Smith. Christina Velichek. Lindsay Welsh, summa cum laude. Emily Renee White. Benjamin Wildman, magna cum laude. Tyler Willems. Kirsten Annette Reese, magna cum laude. Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, Professional Studies, Dr. Ryan Domkowski. Banner carrier for the College of Graduate and Professional Studies is faculty delegate Kirsten Eberts. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Design and Design Engineering Technology degrees is Professor Gerald Holland. Jeff Noggle. Elizabeth Anna Westfall, magna cum laude. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees is Nicholas Hogan. For the Bachelor of Science, Scardi Adam, cum laude. Claudia Alejandro Arevalo, magna cum laude. Casey DeMaid, magna cum laude. Renee Nicole Dolasol, summa cum laude. Marcella Felix, cum laude. Stephanie Elaine Frank, summa cum laude. Amber N. Garcia, cum laude. Jennifer Garcia Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Ashley Gerhart. Caitlin Goshorn. Faith Marjorie Graves. Mariah Lynn Harper, academic highest honors. Patricia Rochester Hayes, summa cum laude. Angela Helms, summa cum laude. Jerry D. Johnson. Jessica Lynn Johnson. Bailey Nicole Kelly. Zachary King, cum laude. Erica Kushka, magna cum laude. Jonathan Scott Mina. Stephanie Malone, summa cum laude. Ariel Manuel, magna cum laude. Allison Massey, academic honors. Nancy Sue Miller, cum laude. Sherry L. Mosley, magna cum laude. Patrick A. Reardon, summa cum laude. Jennifer Rodriguez. Randall Rothrock. Heather Schillinger, summa cum laude. Andrea Schrader, cum laude. Audrey Brooke Schultz, academic highest honors. Brittany Ann Sears, magna cum laude. Dana Marine Smith, summa cum laude. Joni Marie Smith. Caitlin Trine, academic highest honors. Alyssa Tritch, magna cum laude. Cheryl Lynn Ullery, academic high honors. Jacqueline Wallace. Edward Demetrius Williams, Sr. Leanne Nicole Wolf, magna cum laude. Leading the graduates to receive their business administration degrees is Professor Lori Lang. William Albertson, summa cum laude. Sarah Austin, cum laude. Chelsea Renee Banks. Matt Beeman. Serena Bellinger, magna cum laude. Ben Eugene Bennett. Angelina Borer, summa cum laude, earning 2 degrees. Rochelle A. Brewer, cum laude. Lindsay Ann Cheney, summa cum laude. John Clark Jr., summa cum laude. Cordelia Marie Cole, summa cum laude. James Costanzo, summa cum laude. Kelly Courtney, summa cum laude. Candace Elick. Susan Ann Marie George. Julia Hewitt. Donald D. Howe. Derek Bebo, magna cum laude. Anson D. Jagger. Nicolette Marie Kirschner, magna cum laude. Sarah Knotts, summa cum laude. Melissa Joy Layden. Adolfo Lopez. Miriam Luna, magna cum laude. Clayton Montgomery Ostermeyer, academic high honors. Bethany Lee Pinney, summa cum laude. Lisa M. Primizic. Eric Schaefer. Callie Jane Smith, academic highest honors. Chad Smith, magna cum laude. Connor Zwick. Leading the graduates to receive their Bachelor of Applied Management and Associate degrees is Brittany Hayden. For the Bachelor of Applied Management, Gina Lynn Crouch. Brenda Geiger, cum laude. Catherine A. Robertson. Michael Roback, academic highest honors. Aaron James Stroop. For the Associate in Accounting, Tammy Ray Chevron, cum laude. Will you all please join me in a big round of applause in congratulating the class of 2018 of Trine University.
Congratulations to the class of 2018. As one of the traditional symbols of receiving your degree, you may now move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. With today's ceremony, those who have received Trine University degrees will become members of the Alumni Association of the university. I ask Mr. Ned Haylett, President of the Trine University Alumni Association, to induct the new graduates. Representing the class of 2018 is Lucy Sayre, winner of the Robert B. Stewart Award as the outstanding graduate of this year's class. Will those who have received degrees today please rise and remain standing throughout the induction? Mr. Haylett.
Inscribed on this scroll is the graduating class of 2018. I request that the name of each member of the class be formally added to the roll of the alumni of Trine University. As new graduates, we pledge our allegiance to our alma mater and ask that the alumni body direct henceforth our service to the university.
Members of the class of 2018, we welcome you to the Alumni Association and wish you well in the years ahead. You will be the university's representatives in many disciplines and many places throughout the world, and we trust that your work will reflect honor upon and bring greater strength to our university. You will be the strength of this university, and the Alumni Association depends on the strength of each and every one of you. The alumni join you in your pledge of support for a university committed to greater service to mankind.
Please be seated. Today we are here to celebrate our accomplishments, reminisce on our time at Trine, and seize the opportunities that we have earned. Because frankly, we've learned a lot here at Trine. We've learned how to not drop dishware in a cafeteria full of people. We've learned that pancakes always taste a little better on Friday nights, And hopefully we've learned how to not hit reply all when we have a question about a campus-wide email. Today is a day we get to celebrate all of our academic accomplishments and think back on maybe our not-so-academic accomplishments. This is a day full of joy, one we should celebrate and be proud of. After weeks of saying, I just got to get through this week, we finally made it through this week. Soon, we get to move into the workforce, continue our education, or pursue other opportunities that may come our way. Yet we live in a world that's constantly waiting for us to accomplish the next thing. The next job promotion, the next car upgrade, the next pay raise. We live in a society that bases our success on how much money we make, how many things we have, and what our credit score is. With this kind of standard, it is easy to get fixated on making it to that next achievement. It is going to be easy for us to fall into the new adult life of routine and achievement. It is easy to get caught in one of two traps, either living in a life fixated on achievement or one that is caught in a routine waiting for the next life-changing moment. If we continue to measure our happiness based on our accomplishments, we are going to be disappointed a lot. And if we sit around waiting for happiness to find us, it won't. Happiness is something that must be created separate from our goals and standards. Achieving our dreams and reaching our goals is something that we should get excited about and that we should work for because they're important. But happiness should come on a smaller scale. All of these degrees that each of us are earning today are going to take us in different directions. We're going to meet different people and have different opportunities. Our education and time at Trine is going to give us an opportunity to spend our lives doing something that we love. We have the choice to do what we want with our lives and to pursue happiness. So as we move forward from Trine University today, I hope for a few things. First, I hope that we do not get distracted. As we venture off into our professional careers, I hope that we remember to remain present, that we remain engaged within our own lives, enjoy the time we have, and make time to enjoy the little things. We just spent 4 years being college students, and college students love to get excited about the little things. We get excited over free food, getting mail, naps, dogs, or just finding a parking spot. Let's keep getting excited about these small things and take time to invest in the things that bring us joy. Remain present. Our accomplishments are amazing, and our dreams do bring celebration, but I hope that we don't get distracted on the way to reach them. Second, I hope that we remain resilient. Not every day is going to be a celebration like today. We've gone through enough of life to know that failure happens, sickness happens, disappointment, death, distress. So many things in our life can go wrong. I hope that in times like this that we have people to rely on, a faith to rely on, and an inner strength to rely on. I hope that when we are in times of failure or hurt, that we remember how we got to where we are. And I hope that we are able to use our strength or our struggles to help others. Sorrow will come, but I hope that we remain joyfully resilient. Thirdly, I hope that we love a lot. Yes, of course, I hope we all find our amazing spouse and fall in love and it's all great, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I hope that we take advantage of our opportunities to love other people and that we pursue opportunities to be patient, to be kind, to be respectful, and to be selfless. I hope we go out of our way to love people radically through our actions and to love those people that are not the easiest to love. I hope that wherever we land in the future, that we can look for opportunities to love and care for others fully with our lives, because our world needs more people willing to pursue love. Don't be afraid to invest in other people. Don't be afraid to trust people. The world is going to try to feed us evil and hate, but I hope that we can be intentional in loving other people as much as possible. After today, we are all going to move on to that next step in life, whatever it is. And people in this room clearly have the ability to achieve their goals. Thinking about this reminds me of a quote by Bob Goff. He says, "I used to be afraid of failing at something that really mattered to me, but I am more afraid of succeeding at things that don't matter." Let's pursue things that matter. And to finish off my hopes for us as graduates, I hope we remain happy, not through checking off our checklist of accomplishments, but through being present, being resilient, and loving other people, because you know, it is a Trine thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucy, and congratulations. To the newest members of the Trine University Alumni Association, I offer my congratulations and best wishes. For the rest of your lives, you'll be Trine alumni, joining more than 32,000 distinguished men and women whose many achievements and contributions speak well of their experiences at this university. As you leave this campus today, you leave it as a different individual. You've achieved one set of goals, and now it's time to reach for a new set. Remember, your degree is not an end, but rather a beginning, a catalyst for the inception of what you will become. And what you will become depends upon the ingredients that you put into the mix. Your alma mater has given you the seeds of knowledge and training. You must now nurture them and allow them to grow, fed by experience, motivation, and thoughtful decision-making. You're now faced with the awesome responsibility of making choices, which will determine the person that you are to become. Make those choices wisely. Continue to listen to the counsel of whose lives illustrate success in harmony with humanity and the world around you. Conversely, don't be afraid to stand alone. Believe in what you've cultivated in yourself, your ideals, your standards, and your innate feelings of right and wrong, good and bad. Take charge of yourself and build your own successes. You need not wait for someone else to make that happen for you. It won't happen. Your family and friends have joined you here today because they have given much of themselves to see you reach this pinnacle in your life. Remember them and then strive to do the same for others. It's a great privilege for me to be the first to congratulate you on receiving your degree. I wish you well, and I offer you the hand of hospitality on behalf of the entire campus community. You can come back home again, and we shall steadfastly welcome you back as you seek your way in the world, just as you have during your duration of studies here at Trine University. Tomorrow you will enter the so-called real world, pursuing employment or graduate studies, but today marks a time for you to indulge in your dreams. The late co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Apple, Steve Jobs, once stated, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it trying to live someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition." Immediately following today's ceremony, a reception for all graduates and their families will be in Hershey Hall, and I invite all of you to join us. We conclude today's ceremony with the benediction and the alma mater, followed by the recessional. Please remain standing at your seat at the conclusion of the recessional.
Thank you, Dr. Brooks. Will you join me in the benediction? God, it has been a great morning, and we thank you for blessing us with your presence during this commencement ceremony. God, we pray that these graduates will think big and pray that you'd give them the talents needed to make an impact in this world. May your unfailing love be their comfort and strength now and in the days to come. Lord, we know that you're able to do immeasurably more than we ask and imagine, and so I pray in the name of Jesus Christ, amen.